this way, by what path does he arrive? Section 12. Or, if he does not arrive at the third fruit in this way, by what path does he arrive? By the path of the never-returner, say you? Yet you deny that the renouncing of the three fetters, theory of a soul, doubt, and the contagion of mere rule and ritual, belongs to the work of the never-returning path. Nay, you must admit it, since you leave your average man no other path. Although it was said, was it not, by the Exalted One, that the fruit of the first path was got by the renouncing of those three fetters? Section 13. Once more, you deny that, by that third path, gross, sensuous desires and the coarser forms of ill will are renounced. Nay, but you are bound to admit this, for was it not said by the Exalted One that the fruit of the second path was got by the reducing sensuous passions and ill will to a minimum? Finally, by your previous assertion concerning the average man's comprehending the truth PTSCS 1.5.11, you are bound to admit, though you deny it, that all who comprehend the truth, the norm, are established in the never-returner's fruit as soon as that comprehension arises. Section 14. Samatya. But if the controverted question is to be answered by no, was it not said by the Exalted One? In days of old on earth there lived 6 teachers whom men flocked to hear. No flesh they ate for pity's sake, freed from the bonds of sense desires. No taste had they for fleshly lusts. In Brahma heaven they found rebirth. Disciples 2 of them there were, souls by the 100 not a few. No flesh they ate for pity's sake, freed from the bonds of sense desires. No taste had they for fleshly lusts. In Brahma heaven they found rebirth. Is the Satonta thus? Section 15. Theravadin. Yes. But was it not said by the Exalted One? Verily, Bhikkhus, I say unto you that this teacher, Sanetta, though he lived long maintaining life on earth, did not get released from birth, decay, death, grief, lamentation, suffering, sorrow, and despair. Why was he not released from ill? Because he had not enlightenment nor penetration concerning 4 things. What were they? The virtue, the concentration, the understanding, the emancipation of the Aryan ones. Bhikkhus, these 4 are understood and penetrated, then is the thirst for becoming cut off, then is the lust for becoming perished, then is there no more coming back to be. The virtuous habit and the mind intent, insight and utmost range of liberty. All these are known to Gautama renowned. His understanding mastering all its truth. The Buddha to the brethren taught the norm. Our teacher, seer, ender of all ill, perfected life and wholly passed away. Is the Satonta thus? Hence it is not right to say, the average man as such renounces sensuous passions and ill will. Points of controversy. 1.6 of everything as persistently existing. Controverted point. That everything exists. To purge abstract time ideas. Section 1. Theravadin. You say that all exists. Hereby you are involved in these further admissions. All exists everywhere, at all times, in every way, in all things, not in a combined state. The non-existent exists, the right view which looks upon your wrong view as wrong exists. Section 2. Again, taking all in terms of time, you affirm that the past exists, the future exists, the present exists. But is not the past something that has ceased? That is, departed, changed, gone away, gone utterly away? How then can you say, the past exists? Again, is not the future something that is not yet born, not yet come to be, not yet come to pass, has not happened, not befallen, is not manifested? How then can you say, the future exists? The present, you say, exists. And the present is something that has as yet not ceased, not departed, not changed, not gone away, not utterly gone away. And the past, you say, exists. Then you should say of the past also that it has not ceased, not departed, and so on. Again, the present, you say, exists. That is, it is born, has become, has come to pass, happened, befallen, is manifested. And the future, you say, exists. Then you should say of the future also that it is born, has become, and so on. Again, the past, you say, exists, and yet that it has ceased, departed, and so on. And the present, you say, exists. Then you should say of the present also that it has ceased, departed, and so on. Once more, the future, you say, exists, and yet that it is not born, not become, and so on. And the present, you say, exists. Then you should say of the present also that it is not born, not become, and so on. Section 3. Do past material qualities exist? Yes, you say. But if you describe these in terms of what has ceased, and so on, as aforesaid, how can you say, those past qualities exist? Similarly, for future material qualities. If they in common with all that is future are not born, and so on, how can they be said to exist? Similarly, the other more general admissions aforestated apply also to material qualities in particular. If in saying, present material qualities exist, you mean they have not ceased to be, etc. Then if past material qualities exist, they also have not ceased to be, etc. And if, in saying present material qualities exist, you mean they are born, are come to be, etc. Then, if future material qualities exist, they also are born, are come to be, etc. Again, if in saying past material qualities exist, you mean that they have ceased, departed, etc. Then, if present material qualities exist, they also have ceased, etc. And if, in saying future material qualities exist, you mean they are not yet born, etc. Then, if present material qualities exist, they also are not yet born, etc. Section 4. And all these arguments apply equally to each of the other four aggregates. To feeling, to perception, to mental coefficients, to consciousness. For instance, if, in saying, present consciousness exists, you mean it has not ceased to be, not departed, etc. Then, if past consciousness still exists, it also has not ceased to be, departed, etc. And if, in saying, present consciousness exists, you mean it is born, is come to be, etc. Then, if future consciousness, as you say, exists, it also is born, is come to be, etc. Again, if, in saying, past consciousness exists, you mean it has ceased, departed, etc. Then, if present consciousness, as you say, exists, it also has ceased, departed, etc. And if, in saying, future consciousness exists, you mean it is not yet born, has not come to be, etc. Then, when you say, present consciousness exists, it also is not yet born, has not come to be, etc.